My beloved, you are meant to hear this now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but in this exact moment, because something is shifting, something eternal. And if you do not open your eyes now, if you do not open your heart now, you will miss what heaven is pouring out. I'm not speaking to your ears. I'm speaking to your soul. There are things you've cried about in silence, and I saw every tear. You thought no one noticed, but I did. You thought heaven was quiet, but I was watching and waiting for this moment. This is not a coincidence. This is your call to wake up. You've been distracted. You've been lied to. You've been told that nothing is coming, that this is all there is, that hope is a fantasy. But I am here to break that lie. I am here to interrupt that darkness. I am here to speak the truth your spirit has been starving for. I know what they said about you. I know what the enemy whispered while you slept. That it's too late. That you missed it. That you're too broken, too tired, too far gone. But listen to me now. It is not too late. Not when I step in. Not when I move. Not when I stretch my hand across time and destiny and reach into the very moment you are sitting in right now. You feel it, don't you? That stirring, that trembling under the surface of your routine life. That's me. That's the sound of the veil tearing. Because what has been hidden is about to be revealed. You've been asking, why am I so restless? Why does nothing satisfy me anymore? Why does everything feel like it's falling apart? It's because what once held you can no longer contain you. I am calling you out of that cage. I am calling you out of that numbness. I am calling you out of delay, confusion, fear, and into purpose, into clarity, into divine acceleration. But you have to choose. I will not force your hand. I will not drag you where you don't want to go. But I will speak so clearly. You cannot pretend you didn't hear me. You are being invited into something holy. Not religion, not rules, not performance, but presence, power, truth. I am shaking everything that can be shaken. Not to destroy you, but to awaken you. You prayed for me to show up. Now I am here, and I'm telling you this. You must act. There is a window. A divine window that is opening for your life, your calling, your family, your mind. And this window won't stay open forever. The enemy knows it. That's why the warfare intensified. That's why the delays got heavier. That's why your hope has been under attack. Because he's terrified of you waking up. Terrified of what will happen when you finally realize who you are in me. You're not just a survivor. You're not just scraping by. You are royalty. You are anointed. You are dangerous to darkness. But you must stop believing the lie that you're powerless. You must stop waiting for the perfect moment to obey. This is the moment. This message is the moment, because there are assignments attached to your obedience. There are souls attached to your yes. There are miracles waiting on your alignment. I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be willing. I'm not asking for performance. I'm asking for surrender. Let me have the pain. Let me have the guilt. Let me have the fear you've been sleeping with for far too long. This is not the end. This is the beginning. The ground is shifting beneath you because the old cannot hold the new. The people who walked away, they had to go. The doors that slammed shut, they were not for your future. Stop mourning what I removed. You asked for purpose, and I'm clearing the path. You asked for peace, and I'm removing the distractions. You asked for truth, and I'm tearing down the lies. But if you keep clinging to what I'm trying to free you from, you'll miss what I'm trying to give you. Let it go. Let them go. I know it hurts. but healing is on the other side of release. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to say yes. Yes to me. Yes to truth. Yes to the call that's been echoing in your spirit for months, maybe even years. You know what I'm talking about. You've tried to silence it. You've tried to bury it. You've tried to fit into a life that was never meant for you. But it's time. Time to rise. Time to obey. Time to step into what I prepared for you before you were even born. Because the hour is urgent. And the enemy is hoping you scroll past this, that you shrug it off, that you tell yourself, this message must be for someone else. But no, it's for you. I see you. I've chosen you. I'm not just knocking on your door, I'm shaking the foundation, because there is no more time to waste. Before this moment slips through your fingers, pause, listen, and obey. The next part of your life depends on this moment. And yes, I'm calling you to share this, to like it, to comment, to subscribe to this source, because through it, I will keep speaking to you. This is one of the places where I will continue revealing what is coming next. But first, obey. I am here, and I am waiting for your response. The time is not just approaching, it is upon you. The clock is moving faster now, not in the natural, but in the spirit. What used to take years will take months. What used to take months will take days. What once seemed impossible will become your reality. But only if you stay awake, only if you stay aligned, only if you choose to walk with me, even when it costs you comfort. This is not the season to play it safe. This is not the time to blend in, to disappear into the crowd, to keep me quiet in your life like some hidden secret. No more hiding. No more pretending. No more delaying what you know I have placed in you. I have deposited fire inside of you, and it's time that fire is released. You've been holding it back because you were afraid. Afraid of being mocked. Afraid of being misunderstood. Afraid of stepping out and failing. But hear me. What if I told you that the failure you fear is a lie? What if I told you that obedience is your victory, not perfection? What if I told you that you already have what it takes because I put it there? I don't call the qualified. I qualify the called. And you, yes, you are called. Not maybe, not someday. Now you think it's too late, but I say it's on time. You think you missed your moment, but I say your moment is waking up right now. Because I am the Redeemer of time. I restore what was stolen. I repay what was lost. I renew what was buried. That gift in you, it's not dead. It's dormant. That vision you used to dream about as a child, it didn't vanish. It's been waiting for this awakening. And now the Spirit of truth is breathing on it. Right here, right now. The enemy tried to bury you in depression. He tried to trap you in cycles. He wanted to make you numb so you would stop caring, stop hoping, stop trying. But look at you, still here, still listening, still responding to the tug on your soul that says, there must be more. That tug is me. I have more. More than what you've seen. More than what you've been told. More than what this world can offer. But if you keep measuring my promise by what you see around you, you'll shrink it. You'll start to believe your situation is the truth. But I am the truth. And where I'm taking you, the natural cannot explain it. You won't be able to make sense of it because it will be supernatural. Doors will open that no man can shut. Provision will flow where there used to be drought. Divine appointments will find you in hidden places. Because when you step into my timing, everything changes. But hear me. You can't walk in both directions at once. You cannot say yes to me and yes to fear at the same time. You cannot say you trust me and keep bowing to the same idols of comfort, convenience, and control. You have to let go of the illusion. You were never in control, and that's good news. Because if you had been, you'd still be stuck in that wilderness, convincing yourself it's a promised land. But I'm calling you out of confusion, out of compromise, out of every identity that didn't come from me. You are not what they said you are. You are not your trauma. You are not your failure. You are not the opinion of those who couldn't see your worth. You are mine, marked, chosen, set apart for something so specific. It had to be protected until the appointed time. And now, this is the appointed time. That's why the pressure increased. That's why the warfare got intense. Because the closer you get to purpose, the louder the enemy screams. But I have silenced him. He has no authority here. He has no power over a surrendered heart. So surrender. Give me your full yes. Give me your whole heart. Not just the parts you think are acceptable. I want the messy parts. I want the wounded places. I want the parts of you've tried to hide from everyone else. Because I don't bless who you pretend to be. I bless the real you, the vulnerable you, the humble you, the you that says, Jesus, I don't have it all together, but I give you what I have. That's all I need. A mustard seed of faith, a flicker of hope, a whisper of surrender. And I'll flood your life with glory, but you must choose. There is no neutral ground anymore. The gray zone is fading. The line is being drawn, and I'm separating the ones who talk about me from the ones who walk with me. Which one will you be? I don't want your performance. I want your presence. Come back to your first love. Come back to the fire. Come back to the purity. Come back to the place where you hear my voice louder than any other, because that voice inside you telling you it's too late, that's not me. I'm the one telling you there's still time, but not much. I'm the one shouting over your life, wake up, move now, before it's too late. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are being summoned into purpose, summoned into authority, summoned into a life that doesn't just survive, but overflows with heaven's power. But it begins with a choice. Will you keep drifting, or will you rise? This is the call. This is the moment. Don't miss it. Let me tell you something that the enemy never wanted you to hear. He's been caught, exposed, stripped of the illusion he built around your life. For too long, he convinced you that the delays were normal, that the silence meant I wasn't listening, that the pain meant I had walked away from you. But I was never gone. I was watching. I was weeping with you. And now I am rising as your defender. The delay wasn't divine. It was demonic. He tried to clog the flow. He tried to blind your eyes. He tried to keep you looping in circles, thinking, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I missed my chance. But those thoughts, they weren't born in heaven. They were planted by a liar. And today, I expose every one of them. You need to understand what's really been happening. The resistance wasn't just emotional, it was spiritual. You were battling an invisible thief, a serpent who slithered into your garden, whispering lies until you no longer recognized your own purpose. That's why you forgot how powerful your voice was, why you stopped dreaming, why you started settling for less than what I promised. But now, I have come to break the cycle. Every demon that tormented you in the night, every weight that crushed your confidence, every lie that wrapped around your identity like chains, I am cutting it off now. This is not just encouragement. This is war, and I am the Lord of hosts. When I move, darkness trembles. When I speak, chains break. And I am speaking over you now. You are free. Free from the shame that stalked you. Free from the fear that paralyzed you. Free from the generational curses that tried to repeat themselves through your bloodline. This is the breaking point. This is the moment the enemy dreads, because you're starting to see. You're waking up to who you really are. You're not a victim. You're not defeated. You're not too late. You're chosen. And when a chosen one wakes up, all of hell trembles. So don't shrink. Don't look at your past and let it define your future. I already paid for your freedom. I didn't die for you to live in survival mode. I didn't bleed for you to stay in chains. I didn't walk out of the tomb for you to remain buried in fear, doubt, and delay. I rose so you could rise, and I didn't call you to blend in. I called you to shake the ground. I called you to carry my glory into places where no one else will go. But first, you must be healed from what kept you small. I know the rejection hurt. I know the betrayal left scars. I know the waiting broke pieces of your hope. But I can use it all, every wound, every tear, every battle. It's becoming oil. Anointing doesn't come from ease. It comes from crushing. And you, my child, have been crushed, but not destroyed, pressed, but not abandoned, shaken, but not forgotten. The enemy thought the crushing would kill your purpose, but I say it's unlocking your mantle. There's authority in your voice. There's power in your story. There's fire in your bones. You were not made to fit in. You were made to break through. But the breakthrough doesn't come when everything looks perfect. It comes when you say yes, even when it's messy. So say yes. Say yes when you're still healing. Say yes when your hands are trembling. Say yes when you feel unqualified, because I will clothe you with what you need. Don't you know I anointed shepherds, not scholars, fishermen, not philosophers, broken vessels, not polished statues, because I don't need your perfection. I need your permission. I need your surrender. I need the moment you stop running, stop resisting, stop negotiating, and simply say, "Here I am, Lord. Send me." And I will. I will send you into the places you thought you'd never reach. I will place your voice where you thought it didn't belong. I will open doors so big, so supernatural, that people will ask, "How did they get there?" And you will say, "I didn't. He did." Because I'm not just writing a story with your life. I'm making a statement. A statement that says, you can't curse what I've blessed. You can't bury what I've called. You can't stop what I've ignited. But you must agree with me. You must stop rehearsing the devil's script and start declaring heaven's truth. You must stop saying, "I'm not enough," and start saying, "I'm chosen for this." Because your agreement is the key. Your voice carries weight. When you speak what I speak, power is released. So stop cursing your own promise. Stop calling yourself what I never named you. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not a mistake. You are on divine assignment. And the enemy wouldn't be fighting this hard if you weren't carrying something holy. So rise, warrior. Rise with fire. Rise with clarity. Rise with the knowing that I have gone before you and I will not fail you. You don't need 1,000 confirmations. You just need one word from me, and this is it. You've asked for a sign. This is it. You've begged for clarity. This is it. You've waited for release. This is it. The time is now, and you're not too late. You didn't stumble on this message by chance. This is not a coincidence. This is not a random moment. This is a divine interruption. I am stepping into your life right now, not gently tapping on the door, but tearing it wide open. Because what I'm about to do in you can no longer wait. You've been crying out for breakthrough, but secretly wondering if I still hear you. You've been faithful in the silence, still standing when nothing made sense, still holding on when others walked away. And I saw it all. Every prayer that didn't get an answer, yet you still believed. Every time you encouraged others while you were breaking inside. Every tear you wept in secret when you said, "Lord, I trust you," even when your heart was shaking. I've counted every one of those tears, and they are not wasted. They are seeds, and now the harvest is ready. But hear me. Before I bring you into the new, I must tear down every false thing you've built to survive. I love you too much to bless a lie. You've built walls to protect your heart, but they've kept me out. You've learned how to function in dysfunction, how to smile while you bleed, how to hide behind performance, how to stay busy enough to not feel the ache. But I see beyond the surface. I see the real you, and I am coming for your heart, not your image. You don't have to fake it with me. I already know where it hurts. I already know the questions you're afraid to ask. I already know the parts of you that feel unworthy of glory. And still, I choose you. Still, I want you. Still, I call you mine. There is nothing you've done that disqualifies you from my mercy. There is no pit too deep that my hand cannot pull you from. And there is no delay that I cannot turn into divine acceleration. So stop running. Stop numbing. Stop distracting yourself with things that do not satisfy. Because I am here, and I am interrupting everything, not to ruin you, but to rebuild you, not to shame you, but to restore you, not to punish you, but to position you for the promise. The season you're stepping into cannot be built on shaky foundations. So I'm shaking what must be shaken. You've felt it, haven't you? The sudden endings, the closed doors, the unexpected shifts that made no sense. But they weren't punishments. They were preparation. I was removing what couldn't follow you forward, because not everyone can go where I'm taking you. Not every relationship, not every mindset, not every habit. This next level requires your full attention, your full surrender. And yes, it might cost you. But anything you give up for me, I will return 100-fold. I am not a thief. I am a redeemer. And when I take something, it's only because it was blocking something greater. You can't carry glory in one hand and compromise in the other. So I'm asking for it all. Not just your words, not just your Sunday self, not just your highlight reel. I want your whole life. Even the parts you think are unworthy, because I make all things new. I don't remodel, I resurrect. And I'm doing it in you. Even now the Spirit is stirring. You feel it, that burning in your chest? That's me, calling you higher, calling you deeper, calling you to finally say yes, fully, fearlessly, freely. No more hesitation, no more maybe later, no more once I get myself together. Child, you don't get yourself together to come to me. You come to me and I make you whole. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the timeline. Let go of the idea that you've fallen too far to be used. You haven't. In fact, the very things you thought disqualified you are the things I will use to set others free. Because there's power in your pain when it's surrendered. There's authority in your story when it's placed in my hands. You thought your scars made you damaged, but I say they make you dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. Hell tried to silence you, but you're about to speak with fire. You're about to walk with clarity. You're about to rise with a mantle that makes demons tremble. Because you finally realized this world has nothing for you. Only I do. Only I can fill that void. Only I can heal what no one else sees. Only I can take the shattered pieces and form a masterpiece. So here is your invitation, not just to be comforted, but to be commissioned. This is your moment to cross over, from the old to the new, from the broken to the whole, from wandering to walking in power. But don't delay. The window is open now, but it will not stay open forever. There is a harvest waiting. There are souls connected to your obedience. There is purpose that can no longer wait. So I speak to the deep places in you. Wake up, rise, move, not in your strength, but in mine. Because I have gone before you, and what's coming is so much greater than what you've lost. But you must believe again, even if it hurts, even if it's hard, even if it means walking by faith, not by sight. Because this isn't just a message, this is your divine interruption. Do not lose hope now. The very thing you have been waiting for is closer than you realize. I know the wait has been long, the nights cold and empty, the days heavy with unanswered questions. But my timing is perfect, not delayed. I am not slow, I am steady. I move in ways you cannot see, in seasons you cannot predict. You may feel abandoned, but I am working behind the scenes. I'm weaving together miracles, shaping your breakthrough in ways the enemy never imagined. You think the struggle means failure, but I say it means preparation. Like a mother carrying a child, the labor pains are real, but they signal new life, your new life. Every hardship you faced was a step closer to glory. Every tear was watering the ground for your miracle to grow. Do not despise the delay. It is fertile soil. The promise is sprouting, even if you cannot see it yet. I am bringing restoration, healing, and divine increase. Not just in your finances, but in your faith. Not just in your relationships, but in your purpose. You are made for abundance. You were created to walk in victory. So hold fast to me. Your breakthrough is not an accident. It is a declaration from heaven. Hold on. You are about to see the impossible. My beloved, listen closely. The path ahead is not without conflict. Every step toward your destiny will be met with resistance. But do not fear. The battle belongs to me. I am your shield, your sword, your defender. When the enemy comes with threats, I come with promises. When darkness rises, I am the light that cannot be overcome. Stand firm in your faith. You are covered by my power. You are surrounded by angelic hosts. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Remember, every trial you face is not to defeat you, but to refine you, to prepare you for the greater purpose I have set before you. So hold your head high, keep your eyes fixed on me, and step forward boldly, because victory is yours. I have already won the war, and now you will walk in the triumph I have secured for you. Child, I want you to hear this truth deep in your soul. Faith isn't just a feeling. It's not a wish or a hope. Faith is power. It is the force that moves mountains, the key that unlocks chains, the spark that ignites miracles. I tell you, your faith, even as small as a mustard seed, can shake the foundations of the earth. Do not let doubt steal your faith. When the storms rage, when the voices scream, when everything inside you screams to quit, hold on, hold fast to me, because your faith is alive. It's a living, breathing weapon against despair. Speak to your mountain, tell it to move, because I have given you authority over sickness, authority over fear, authority over delay. Your faith is not in vain. Your prayers are not unheard. Your hope is not empty. I am working all things together for your good. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Keep standing. Because what you're believing for is already on its way. My beloved child, there will be moments when the silence feels deafening, when the night stretches long and the shadows seem to swallow every ounce of hope you have left, when you wonder if anyone, even I, see the depths of your struggle. I want you to hear this. You are never alone, not for a single heartbeat. Even when your prayers feel unanswered, even when your heart feels heavy, even when the world turns its back on you, I am there. I am the whisper in the wind, the light in the darkness, the hand reaching out when you can't stand on your own. You see, loneliness is the enemy's greatest weapon. It seeks to isolate you, to make you doubt, to steal your joy, and silence your voice. But I am the God who says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. No matter what you face, no matter the pain you carry, my presence is your fortress. Lean into me, cry out to me, I am listening. Even your silent cries, and I hear them. Your tears are precious to me. They are not wasted, and they are not unnoticed. When you feel like you're drowning, I am the lifeline. When you feel broken, I am the healer. When you feel lost, I am the way. I want you to know something vital. Your pain is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter. It is the beginning of a new chapter. One written with my hand, one filled with my grace, one shining with my light. You may feel small. You may feel weak. You may feel unworthy, but I see you as my beloved. I see the warrior in your spirit. I see the destiny I have called you to. So hold on to me. Hold on when the night is darkest, because dawn is coming. And with that dawn comes new strength, new hope, new miracles. Do not let the enemy convince you that you are forgotten, because you are remembered. You are chosen. You are loved beyond measure. So when the world tells you to give up, when your heart begs for rest, when your soul cries out for peace, turn to me. I am your refuge. I am your strength. I am your everlasting hope. Hold on to this truth. You are never, ever alone. My child, this message comes at a pivotal moment. The door to your breakthrough stands wide open, but the key lies in your hand, and you must choose to turn it. Many wait, hoping for miracles without moving toward them. Many long for change but fear the unknown steps. Many cling to comfort zones that chain them in place. But I'm calling you beyond what you know, beyond what feels safe, beyond the familiar and the comfortable. The door I'm opening for you is radiant with promise, but it requires courage. Courage to leave the old behind. Courage to trust me even when the future is unseen. Courage to step into the unknown with faith as your guide. Do not allow fear to hold you back. Fear is the thief that steals destiny. Fear is the liar whispering, wait, not now. You're not ready. But I say to you, you are ready. You have been prepared by every trial, every tear, every prayer. You are stronger than you realize, and I am with you every step of the way. Do not mistake hesitation for wisdom. Do not confuse waiting for obedience. Waiting is wise when it is led by me, but delay caused by doubt and fear is a stall in your destiny. Step through the door. Step into the purpose I have crafted for you. You were created for such a time as this. Your gifts, your voice, your story, they are needed now more than ever. When you step through, the chains of the past will fall away. The burdens you've carried will lighten. The enemy's hold will break. But it starts with your choice. Say yes to me. Say yes to the new season. Say yes to my plan. No one else can walk this path for you. No one else can answer this call. I am waiting with open arms, but you must move. Do not let this moment pass. The door is open, my child. The invitation is clear. Will you step through? My dear child, you have journeyed far to hear this message. You have walked through shadows, fought battles, and stood firm in faith when the world shook beneath you. Now the horizon before you gleams with light, a future crafted by my hand, filled with hope and promise. But hear me clearly. This future is not automatic. It is not something that simply falls into your lap. It requires a choice. The choice to believe again, the choice to trust when it's hard, the choice to follow me, even when the path is unknown. Your past does not define you. Your failures are not your sentence. I have forgiven you completely. I have wiped your slate clean. I have redeemed your story. But redemption is an invitation, and you must accept it daily. Choose to walk in my light, to live in my love, to speak truth over your life. Choose to reject the lies that say you are not enough. Choose to embrace the identity I give you. Beloved, chosen, victorious. Remember, my grace is sufficient. My power is made perfect in weakness. When you feel faint, call on me. When you feel lost, look to me. I am the way, the truth, and the life. You are not alone in this journey, and before you finish listening, I ask you this: like this message, share it with others who need hope. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss the truth I want to speak into your heart. Together we will walk forward in faith. Together we will see miracles unfold. Remember, I am always with you, now and forevermore. Walk boldly into your future, for it is bright and it is yours.